180. Luke, congratulations through to the next round. How would you assess it overall, buddy?
Yeah, I've got to be honest, it wasn't good to be honest. It's not been very good for a long time for myself. I think Hooper there was kind of very fortunate that he didn't play very well because if he did, I would have been out. So yeah, of course, it's hard. I don't want to sound too derogatory because obviously I won, but it's not been great for me the last few weeks to be honest. And I'm not going to hide away from it. To be honest, a lot's been going on, but of course everyone has a lot going on in their life, and unfortunately for me, it's not been reciprocating on the dartboard. I can't find where I want to be at the moment.
I know we saw from your Instagram doctor's orders, a load of medication and whatever. Did it help, or are you still feeling rough?
No, absolutely not. I'm feeling 100% in myself now. There's no illness. Obviously, last weekend I was horrific. I was feeling a bit shit on the Friday, to be honest, but the Saturday it really did knock me for six. And like I said in the pre-interview to Dan, I was not expecting to win, to be honest. I wasn't expecting to lose 6-0, but Mike played well, and even if I was at my best there, I think that would have been a tough task to beat him anyway. So, well, yeah, but I'm feeling a lot better now in myself.
Are you just looking forward to getting home now?
Yeah, definitely. Of course, it's been hard for me the last couple of years. I've been away so much from my family, and it's not a sob story, but yeah, I do miss them a lot, and it's hard being away from them all the time. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to going back home and seeing them all, and just getting back a bit of normality, to be honest, because sometimes that's really what you need.
Are you confident you'll be back to normal and back to yourself in time for the busy end to the season?
Yeah, I'm confident the fact is that the truth. I don't know, to be honest. Everyone has to go for a little lull in their careers, and I'm sure there's many of the people that slate me online will be very happy with what I'm playing like and enjoying the fact that it's not going great for me. But yeah, I don't think it's the end for my career. I do think that it's not gonna dwindle out and that is going to be it. I just think I'm not being too hard on myself. I think everyone can see the last couple of months since the Premier League, it's not been there for me. And you have to accept that sometimes in life and in life and in sport and anything you do, it don't go the way you want it to. So for me, it's important that I buck up my ideas and maybe practice harder and work harder and try and get myself out of what is a rut at the moment and try and work my way out of it.
Remember when you were speaking about that Premier League, it meant so much to you because that was like the missing piece of the puzzle. When you fulfilled everything that you wanted to win, is it hard then to reassess the career goals and things like that then?
Yeah, I mean it can be a problem because obviously when I think in my opinion, there's nothing on my CV now that I would be sitting down and thinking if I retire and don't win that, I'll be devastated. I've won all the big ones, the World Championships, the match play in the Premier League, obviously the big three, but the Grand Slam and the Grand Prix and then the World Cup. They're the really big six that everyone ever dreams of winning, and I've won them all. So and obviously I got a couple more with the bonus as well, with the likes of the Masters and whatever else I've won. So yeah, I think sometimes it becomes like a mental challenge when you win a lot and you kind of feel like maybe you become complacent is what I'm trying to say. You become complacent and you think that everything's just going to keep going your way and it doesn't work like that. So yeah, I think for me, I just know that I have to work harder than ever to get myself out of not playing the way I want to.
Cheers, Luke. Thank you very much.
Hi, Luke. Thanks very much for your time again today. As far as last week goes, obviously it was difficult that game against Mark Dudeka. Was it difficult just getting up there with how you were feeling?
Yeah, I think, for me, the way I'm feeling, there's no problems me getting up on the stage. I feel like, even though I wasn't feeling great last week, when you lose 6-0, it kind of knocks you for six because it makes you feel a little bit down and out when really that should have been expected. I was nowhere. The way I played in that game, I'm kind of, if you look back at it, I'm kind of proud because I averaged 91 and
Hmm.
for me, the way when I walked into the room and spoke to the tournament director and told him how I felt, I was thinking if I average over 70, then it's going to be decent. So, yeah, it was a good performance, really, from how I felt as a whole. But when you lose 6-0, no matter how bad you're feeling, you can't walk off the stage and be happy with yourself. So yeah, it's not been the best time over it to us for myself. A lot's happened, um, but it's not everyone else's problem. It's my own, and I'm just there trying to just find something, trying to give something back to the fans, which is the reason I've come out this way for them.
Just walk us through what you've done the last sort of 6 days or so since that tournament to get yourself ready for New Zealand.
Yeah, I mean, we travelled over on the Sunday. Obviously, was that was a really tough day for me because I was really feeling bad then. And on the Monday, obviously, I went to the doctors, and they kind of thought I had flu or maybe a throat infection. My throat was quite inflamed, so got some antibiotics for that to because they didn't really know it. It was flu. I had high temperature, and I didn't really know if it was like flu or it was the throat that was inflamed. It was causing all the problems. So they gave me antibiotics for the throat infection. That was possibility because obviously the whole plan was to make sure I'm okay to fly home on Sunday. So yeah, I've not really done too much to be honest. I played a little bit of golf yesterday, which I felt a lot better to do. I thought getting out would probably do me the world of good, and not really been able to do much else to be honest in between now because I didn't really want to push myself, but did the media day and yeah, was just trying to make myself better and feel like I could compete this weekend.
And obviously a really important sort of stage of the season, possibly stage of your career, a real batch of events coming up in defending those events, defending that prize money as such. Do you view it as an important period for yourself?
I mean, yes and no. I mean, of course, for me, it's an important period because I'm defending a lot if I want to stay world number one. But in the whole context of everything that's happened, I'd rather be defending them titles than not because if I'm not defending them, I've never won them. So, for me, I think it's probably inevitable that if I don't at least win one of them three or one of the four big majors that are coming up, that I'm not going to be world number one. But there's always that lifeline of the World Championships. That is the big one. That will really depend on a lot of things. If I win that, then I will be world number one again for another 12 months, even if Luke, takes it for a few weeks or a month or whatever. Um, but then I sit back and realize that being world number one is amazing, but it's not the be all and end all. If you're not world number one, if it's fine if you're not, if I think I looked at a stat once because me and my dad were checking out a few things, and I seen that maybe if I can hold on to it for the next couple of months, then I'll be like the fifth or sixth highest, longest ever reigning world number one, and that's a great stat in itself for myself. Luke's obviously the best player in the world and the better player, and he's going to run off with it. So for me, it's about trying to stick in there and see how long maybe I can cope with it, and maybe I'd have another year if I can win the world championships, but. I think for me, everything will bow down to the World Championships. If it's not a good world for me, that world number one will be gone, and I'll be very happy that I hold it for a long, long time.
Just one more, Luke. You say there you view Luke Littler as the better player out of the two. I mean, do you not have confidence that you're the better player?
Oh no, of course I have confidence in myself. I mean, I can be as good as Luke, but it's not up to me to say or for you to put in your headlines. It's for you to look at the stats. You look at stats, the answer's there for you. There's no good. I know everyone will think it's defeatist statue, but it's a fact, isn't it? The stats would show you he's the best player in the world, and that doesn't mean that I can't be world number one. Like I said, if I win the worlds, I'll be world number one again. But the stats would show you he's playing the better dance, and he is the best player. But the best player always doesn't become the world number one. So like I said, I got one big tournament, the World Championships, to make everything count, and I won't be giving it in. I won't be, you know, not allowing myself to give myself the best opportunity to stay world number one. But if I'm not, then like I said, I've had a great reign, and it's not over yet. That's what I'm saying. It's not over.
Okay, well put, Luke. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hi, Luke. Glad to hear that you're back to 100%.
Thank you,
Uh,
mate. Oh dear.
of the chase impact.
Connor, hold on. It cut off there. You have to start again.
So I've had to relocate to the car because I've got workmen that I've
Yeah,
got lined up.
yeah. You restart the question.
So just on that point, if we put you and Luke Littler in the same bracket, how far clear do you think you two are of the chasing pack? Because you two have almost switched with the majors between yourselves ever since Richie Edhouse and Dortmund in October.
Yeah, I think me and Luke have done fantastically well, to be honest, as players. For me, I've done really well. Everyone rates Luke as, one of the greatest dart players ever, and I would sort of say that's up there with the right stance. And I've won, 4 or 5 majors in his presence, so that's a good stance for myself also. And it's been one of them seasons where I feel like we've pretty much won everything. I've won 2 majors this year. He's won 2. I've won World Series. He's won 1 World Series. So we've been quite similar from what we've done. And yeah, I think there's a lot of talent out there that's ready to have a piece of the pie. But me and Luke are the ones that have reigned supreme over the last couple of years. And yeah, I don't think that it may last like that forever. I think there's going to be a couple of players that want a part of it. But recently, or should we say the last 2 years, it's just been me and Luke that have won most of the things.
Cheers, Luke. Thanks for your time. Appreciate it.
My pleasure. Thank you.